Okay, let's take a look at how we can use the HSL panel in order to play with colour. Here we'll look at how we can change and remove colour using this particular panel, and it's here just under the tone curve, the HSL panel. Now here we can access the various controls by clicking on these tabs. We've got the hue, saturation, luminance or all. Now I tend not to use all because it ends up being a really long panel and you've got to do a lot of scrolling, and I tend to be focusing on one of these anyway, so I will either choose hue, saturation or luminance. We'll start with the hue panel. Let's try and change the colour of the sky. So I'm going to use the targeted adjustment tool, so I'm going to click on that in the panel, and I can click down to go cyan or up to go purple. I'll go towards cyan. Give me a nice looking sky. Now saturation. I can click the saturation, and again I'm going down to desaturate or up to saturate. I'll leave it quite saturated, I quite like that sky. And then luminance. Well, luminance is to do with dark or lights. So I can click and drag down to darken or drag up to lighten. And I'll leave it somewhere like that. Okay, now the bus. Let's click on the hue slider and we'll click in the bus somewhere in the red, and we'll click down, we can go towards pink, and if we go up we can go towards orange. Okay, I'll leave it at orange there. Now saturation, again we can go down to desaturate or up to oversaturate. I'll desaturate it a little bit, so I'll leave it about there. And then luminance, we can drag down for making it darker or up for making it lighter. I'll go a bit darker so we can actually change the bus to like a brown colour. Now when you're happy you can click the done button, but what I can do is, just to see a before and after, I'll press the / key. So that's where we started and that's where we finished, and now I'm happy, I'll press the done key. And that's it. That's how to change specific colour, saturation and luminance in an image using a target adjustment tool in the HSL panel.